It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, the Aussie Mitch Wishnowsky out to punt. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll throw with Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
He runs with it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And this one's not going to help the cause. He is going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. from the shotgun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling.
He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On third down, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Niners, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. They send him right out of the slot. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
Here's Tress Way now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The 49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Quick throw, taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing again is Purdy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Purdy gonna put it up again. Caught. This is Ayuk. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. again in the air for Purdy. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Third down. Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. To throw once more, it's Purdy. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers extend their advantage to 13-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's into traffic, but taken in. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. First and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The RPO, this one to McLaurin.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. First down throw there is incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
Throwing again, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
His throw left side is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. There's Deebo Samuel and the rest of this Niners offense set to take over again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
The connection made to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
To throw on first down is Purdy. That is brought in. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 33 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Second down and 3. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Has his man, it's Samuel. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
A tight end in motion now. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is caught, and he's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for two. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Play action. Here's Daniels. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Eckler on the option. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be taken down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read to the 5-yard line.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Purdy on 1st down. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Purdy works out of the pistol. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A run here with McCaffrey. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The 49ers out to punt this one as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And this throw batted away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
3rd down, 3 to go. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. He keeps it himself. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Washington.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
This one caught at the 4. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he will score! Game on! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So, here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Samuel brings this in along the sideline.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. He's going to have a Niners 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.